Elon Musk said that cars can drive from coast to coast. No, we are not there yet. So this will be a full demo to see what it's like driving a Tesla Model 3. Day in the life. I will try my best not to move the steering wheel and not hit the brake pedal at all. This is a full-on, uncut, unfiltered video of the self-driving. We are headed to the boba, which is only half a mile away from here. And let's get full self-driving activated. Oh, it actually took me straight. Oh, what's happening? Okay, so it looks like, so I'm curious to see how it handles the parking lot. So we're kind of in a plaza right now, and as I turned it on, it looks like it was still detecting the surroundings and figuring out where the car is at. But it finds its way. We're making a right turn off of this stop sign right over here, and I feel like that was actually a good safety move that it did as soon as I activated it, because it was confused on turning right away or going a little bit through. And it made its right turn signal here off of 4th lane. And this drive is gonna be pretty quick. It's 0.6 miles and a 4-minute drive to get me some boba. I had a good workout, you know. Ran a few laps, you know, ride the bike, lifted some weights, and I feel good. You know, gained some weight a little bit over the past holiday, New Year, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. And New Year, it's only right that, you know, you get your fitness prioritized. So it's making a left turn signal off of this main intersection here. It can detect the car in front of us, so it's slowing down. And it's going to make a left turn when the light turns green. And then an immediate right turn to go to the parking lot of the boba place. So this is the main test right here, guys, to see how accurate and smooth the turn is going to happen. It's creeping up forward as the car goes ahead of me, and thankfully there is not a car behind me here, and it's staying on its own lane. Yep, it sure did. It stayed on its lane. It didn't occupy the other lane, and I am counting on it turning its signal. Let's see if it's gonna turn its signal. It did not. It wants to make a right turn. Oh, I see what it's doing. It wants to make a right turn right here. Oh, I see. Now it's taking us again to the back end of the business of the boba. So it's taking me to the place just fine. I was kind of confused on exactly where it's making its turn. So I feel like on any business or small businesses places or commercial places, this navigation is set to take you to the back area of the address that you're typing in. But it's taking you there. It's just kind of weird. But I'm learning as we go here. It totally turned and stopped and turned and slowed down for me. Wow. This is very interesting how Tesla designed it. You know, it's making a turn signal. It's being very cautious. And we are here, guys. It's telling me that I'm 100 feet. Well, it's gonna make a turn for me. Okay, it slowed down as it detected some traffic. This is a busy intersection, and it detected it. So hopefully it makes a right turn. There's another car oncoming, but it detects it. I could see on the video on the main screen over here, and now is a safe time for it to make its turn. And the boba place is literally, there's another car oncoming, so I had to take over as the parking lot. This car doesn't own the parking lot. The boba place is right there, and I literally just had to take over the steering wheel as I did not want that car to honk at me for me occupying the lane. And I am parking at this particular parking spot myself. Boom. So next stop, guys, we are headed to our Tesla dealership here in Vancouver, Washington. I go in there from time to time just to talk to the salespeople and check out what's new, see what's going on. I do like to be up to date with the new cars, especially the new model of this new Model 3 refresh. Word out is that the dealerships are beginning to have them in stock. So while I've seen them in person, no way, I have not seen them in person. While I've seen them online on pictures and videos on YouTube, I have not seen them in person. So I'm very curious to see what it looks like and just check, what's new up in the Tesla world over there. We're fortunate enough that we're able to do it. So we're gonna go ahead and activate the full self-driving mode right now. Double tap, that's key. Pardon me guys, I got to talking a little bit as, this is a very interesting experiment. Now, I am very much aware and ready to take over. In case you guys are just tuning in, part of self-driving, the main key is to be alert at all times and be able to interfere or take over the steering wheel or brake for the car in case it hasn't really failed up to now. Now, this is a right turn signal, so it detected that the cars, I have a good gap over there, so it went ahead and did it. So the way the traffic is going on right now, it's currently 4:48 p.m. Highway is very busy, so it is not taking me to SR 500, which is our highway here in Vancouver. It's taking me via force plane, 1.3 miles, which is one of the main roads that we got. If you're curious to see, how Tesla drives, it's telling me to interfere and interact with the car by putting pressure. I tend to do it over here. I don't know why. I can obviously do it just like here. I noticed the vehicle detecting or slowing down for me as that car was turning, making its turn. I did not move the wheel. I was actually just putting pressure over here so the car knows that I'm awake. So yeah, we got a little under a mile to go through fourth plane, and so far the vehicle is actually living up to its standard of safety, because it has slowed down for me. It is not aggressive at all. On many occasions, just like earlier when that car turned, it slowed down, not wanting to get hit by that oncoming vehicle. So I'm very much like learning as I go here how the car drives for me. And because I am actually going to the Tesla dealership, I didn't say I was gonna charge the car, but that particular dealership has a supercharger. So I just noticed that this car is preconditioning the battery for fast charging. Now I have 84%. I just charged this car last night in my garage, and so I don't need to be charging right now, even though I have free full self-charging, supercharging for 4 more months. They gave me 6 months of free supercharging. So we are resuming our drive. It knows that this road has 2 lanes. It can detect. Here goes that prompt again. There you go. I am awake, Tesla. But I do want to show you guys that it is not me driving. That's why I don't want to be putting my hand right here. I could to avoid all that. But this is a full-on, uncut, raw, unfiltered demo of full self-driving. From the house to the gym, from the gym to the boba place, and now to the Tesla dealership. For all you guys that are curious to know what it's like driving a Tesla, you are getting it straight up from a true Tesla owner. I don't need to sell you the car. I'm just simply showing you the car's full self-driving strength and weaknesses, and it has weaknesses, as you can see, even in my previous videos. And obviously this full self-driving is nice if you're a little bit tired and you needed some aid driving the car. Like I said earlier, I don't do it all the time. I don't drive full self-driving all the time. This is like my 5th or 6th time driving it. And it knows that the car is in front of you right there. Like at first I was very skeptical with this technology. A lot of people were scared and nervous, as every person should be, It's good to have the technology. We have definitely gone far and ahead with times as far as like these full self-driving. So it's just a nice thing to have. I don't fully depend on it, but it's one of the things that sets this vehicle apart from the rest of the automotive industry. Oh, that was a That was a quick green light. The green light was literally on for like not even 10 seconds. So it is taking me. All right, Tesla. I think it's prompting me to put pressure on the wheel once every minute. I haven't really been keeping track, but if you watch this video in its entirety, you would probably be the one to tell me, you know, how often that blue thing pops up in the screen. So it looks like I will be going through Vancouver Mall. Wait a minute, did I do Tesla dealership? It says Supercharger Vancouver. So I made a mistake. It's taking me to a Tesla Supercharger here by the mall, not the Tesla dealership. So, but for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna let it do its thing and take me to the Supercharger. And then once we get there, I'm not really gonna charge the car. We're just gonna make our way to the Tesla dealership, which is not far away from here. It's like less than a mile if I'm not mistaken. So it's making its turn. We are now in the Vancouver Mall shopping Westfield or Westlake. Westfield or Westlake, I forgot, but I always know it as a Vancouver Mall. So it's making its turn, taking us to the Supercharger. That's my bad, guys. I wanted to go to the Tesla dealership, but I must have pressed the wrong destination as it gave me all the selections earlier. Come on, Tesla. Drive your owner to the Supercharger. I need me some juice. No, I don't need juice. I'm at 83%, so we good. We are 0.3 miles away, 1 minute away to the 1 minute away to the Supercharger. Now, I am very curious to see if it's gonna make the turn smoothly. It's been doing very good so far. That was a bump. I would have gone slower on that bump to take it easy on the shocks and suspension of this car, but maybe it didn't detect it, and so it went a little bit faster. So that's one thing to learn from, guys. There is another bump, but we are turning and it's detecting the car in front of us. I know, right there. So, oh, okay, here's the pressure you're looking for. It's making its turn, but sadly, like I said, the Supercharger is on the other side right here. And it's taking us to the back of it. Actually, no, it is making another turn to take us to the front of the Supercharger, so that's good. I'd like to show you that turn. Okay. Tesla is confused. It's telling me that we have arrived, but it stopped me in the middle of the lane here. So there you go, guys. That's full self-driving for you. I just literally take over, as it truly does not take you to the very spot that you want the car to go to. It takes you basically very near to that address that you went and put onto. So this is the Supercharger over here. I think they have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Superchargers, and then a little bit more chargers over there. We got an oncoming red Tesla Model Y over here needing some juice. Let's give him some space. You know, he could use a little space to back out of. All right, so, and now actually is a good time for me to program my navigation to take me to the Tesla dealership, okay? Let's go meet my salesman, Pato, you know, friendly guy, and see if we can spot a Tesla Model 3 refresh 2024. Tesla, Vancouver. That's what I'm gonna put in here. I think earlier I put in Tesla Supercharger. So Tesla Vancouver. Oh, it's doing Vancouver, Canada. We live in Vancouver, Washington. Tesla dealership, Vancouver, Washington. All right, there it goes. Double tap, and now I am in full self-driving mode. Uncut and unfiltered, guys. Let's see what this Tesla does. It's making a right turn. I see 2 cars on this side here, so it's gonna slowly creep up and make its turn. Good job, Tesla. So at first, when you first turn on your self-driving, you'd be a little nervous, as normal, you know, as a human being. You know, you don't trust this machine to drive for you. There's gonna be some flaws and imperfection, and as the more you use it, the more you're gonna learn how it drives. So again, bar none, a very good technology, but as a human being, I use it as an aid. I don't use it to depend on it fully and completely. But it's cool, you know, I'm an owner, and what good does it give me if I have the feature and I don't use it and show it to on this channel? I'm growing my channel. This is actually my 2nd video for a day in the life of a Tesla owner, and as a demo of a full self-driving mode of this car. It's stopping, it's creeping. It stopped fully, and now it's creeping slowly. On parking lots, you know, you do have to be aware, obviously, what other people does. And this car has truly been safe. If ever there was a time that I had to take over, that is because out of embarrassment, not because of safety, that it failed to brake for me or failed to turn on me, but because I didn't want to get honked at by the people behind me because it's being super slow, trying to engage and, you know, basically show and take a look at its surroundings. And that's how it kind of should be. You know, you decide to take over if people are already honking at you. But thankfully right now it's 5 o'clock and it's not really a busy environment on this city and road driving that we're doing in Vancouver. So this is a red light. It made a right turn. It's okay to turn on a red light as long as you fully stop and the traffic is clear. So we're back to 4th lane and we are 1.5 miles away to the Tesla dealership. And check out some new cars. Some new Tesla Model S, Model X, Model Y, and the refresh. I think it's gonna be smooth sailing from here, guys. 1.3 miles away, straight shot ahead. Now is a good time for me to track how often. There goes the blue light. So I want to say it wants me to interact and put my hand on the wheel, whether over here or play with the volume so it knows that I'm fully interacting with the car and I'm awake. And it's gonna slow down for me, 33 down to 27 miles an hour, and we're down to 12 all the way down to 0. All right, guys, so this has been a fun day of full self-driving. I didn't touch the gas pedal. It's just slowly accelerating for me. I don't mean to say gas pedal. Woo! I gotta get used to that. I did not touch the accelerator pedal. You know, this car has no gas, no fuel. Full electric. Whew. This is perfect timing, you know. We're about to hit sunset here in maybe half an hour, so we got good daylight, and I'm still loving this yoke that I had installed a week and a half ago. That's really cool. I'm loving it so far. If you want my opinion and a review about this steering yoke, I like it a lot, and I will not go back to the round wheel. Just takes, you know, a day or two to get used to. And this full self-driving so far, it's nice. There goes the blue light again. I'm gonna use the volume button to know that I'm awake. He's sweet jamming over here with Ashanti. Yeah.
I'm so into you now. I'm gonna be more than a friend of you now. When they ask, I picture my baby girl in the interviews now.
Alright, so let's go ahead and see here. We got a green light. Cool. Alrighty. We got the green light and we are less than half a mile away from Tesla dealership. I hope everybody is keeping up with me so far, enjoying this video. This is literally day in the life of a Tesla owner testing its full self-driving beta. We are far ahead, or we are still years behind being autonomous, but I will take this full self-driving so far. A week ago, I was driving this in downtown Vancouver, and that was a really good trip that we did. One of these days, I'm gonna drive it on downtown Portland, and just to see how it detects. You have to be super aware and wary of your surroundings when there's a lot of bicyclists and pedestrians and one-way street and narrow and curvy roads. But this is your typical day in the life and average roads that many of you guys will drive at. So the car is going to make a right turn, and it should be turning its signal right now, and it did. All right, a little smooth driving. Tesla, we have arrived. And it's making a little turn. Nope, see what it's doing? It slowed down. There are no people walking around, so it's making a turn to the entrance of the building. Let's see when it actually decides to stop. So the car decides to stop in the center and like the middle of the parking lot. So this is the best time for me to take over. We have a pedestrian walking here in the parking lot. Let's find us a spot and take a look at what's inside. All right, so I see a spot over here. I'm gonna back it in as if this car is brand new and check out what's on the showroom of Tesla. All these cars, at least to my knowledge, are brand new. This is exactly the same spot I bought this car 3 months ago now? Yeah, 3 months ago. Ooh, I think I did a pretty good job backing in there. All right, we are good. Just got done checking out all the cars that they got. I was able to see in person the Tesla Model 3 refresh along with their Model X and Model S and Model Y. Got to talk to our salesperson a little bit, and he kind of kept me up to date with all the differences and upgrades that they did with the Model 3 refresh. So that will be on the next video. I'm gonna try to test drive and see how it's like driving on the road. I appreciate you giving me your time on watching my video. Until next time.